Tonight, concerns are expanding beyond Washington, D.C. after President Donald Trump ordered the deployment of National Guard troops to address crime and homelessness in the nation's capital. Now, while D.C.'s mayor points to declining crime rates, the president says this is just the beginning, and other cities with high crime could be next. ABC 24's Lauren Turman has been looking into the data and spoke with lawmakers about whether Memphis could be on that list. Lauren.
That's right, Pepper. As we saw Monday with President Trump's announcement, we were in new territory with military resources being used in this way. And earlier this year, FBI Director Kash Patel labeled Memphis as the nation's homicide capital. And I looked into what all of this means and whether Memphis could be next in line for federal or state deployment. President Donald Trump's deployment of roughly 800 National Guard troops to Washington, D.C. has drawn defense.
We are removing as many criminals from the streets, and we are cleaning up D.C. as best as we can and working with the Metropolitan Police Department to do that.
And concern, not just in the nation's capital, but across the country.
This is politics and it's a power grab. And a lot of it, if you look at the pattern of who they're targeting, Democratic cities, Democratic states.
While President Trump has not directly named Memphis among other cities he says are plagued by crime and homelessness, his administration has already singled out the Bluff City. Back in May, FBI Director Kash Patel labeled Memphis as the homicide capital of the country and proposed sending 1,000 FBI agents to its streets. Congressman Steve Cohen says all of this is not out of reach.
I'm afraid Memphis is in his sights, and they're going to try to come down here with the FBI or with other government officials or maybe even the National Guard. I don't think we need that. The Memphis Police Department has done a good job, that we've reduced violent crime considerably.
Mayor Paul Young and Police Chief C.J. Davis have consistently pointed to improving numbers. The Memphis-Shelby County Crime Commission reports overall crime is down by more than 15% compared to 2024. But what would it actually take for a deployment like the one we're seeing in D.C. to happen here? Well, there are several triggers: civil unrest, natural disasters, and now potentially high levels of crime. Normally, it's the governor who authorizes National Guard deployment within a state, but in rare cases, the president can override that and take direct action.
Well, I'm going to talk to some local officials about what I think they might need to do, and I've got confidence they're probably doing it because we've got a good mayor, and he's active doing things that Memphis needs.
And in what many are calling unprecedented times, Representative Antonio Parkinson says it's more important than ever for communities to stay informed and engaged.
There's a big push to just completely erode democracy and completely erode your freedoms. And we have to be diligent and do everything within our power as the people who are the decision makers, the true decision makers for what government should be doing.
And again, at this time, it is important to note that there are no official plans for the National Guard or other agencies to stay on the streets of Memphis, but the FBI has made it clear that they will continue to monitor this city's crime rate to determine any further action. And we did reach out to the mayor's and governor's offices to ask about this, but we have not received a response. In the studio, I'm Lauren Turman.